Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Monique. I'm a life coach and I teach women how to take responsibility for their happiness, success, and freedom. Come on in, chosen ones. I got a message for you today. I have a message for the chosen ones today. Come on in. Come on in. Let me know you're here when you come on in. Come on in. I got a message for us today. I really do. Let me move my computer up. Hey, Chosen by 40. Chosen by Christ 40. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well. Come on in. Let me know if there's too much noise in the background. I have my heater on. Do you hear my heater? Chosen by 40 Christ. Chosen by Christ 40. Let me know if you hear any. Hey, radiantson. Now, I didn't call myself a prophetess. You called me that. You called me that. How is everyone doing? Come on in. Come on in. I want to talk to you all about the chosen ones. You say God did. So I want to talk to you all about the chosen ones. Let me tell y'all something. The chosen ones, we're being healed, right? I think I'm going to have to take this necklace off. I don't like things interrupting me while I'm, talking. I like all that interruption. Chosen ones, we are being healed in this season. I got so many downloads. I mean, so many downloads for topics. I mean, just downloads, just pouring down, just so much information that I have to come share with you all. And usually my car is anointed. I'm going to tell you, I have so many messages in that car. I couldn't even get situated here, at home. Look, I couldn't even get situated here at home to get my messages in my car. I swear that car be anointed because I could just go on camera and say what I have to say. But listen, the chosen ones, God is healing the chosen ones in this moment. Some of you all may have already received your healing. Some of you all are going through the process, but he is healing the chosen ones emotionally, right? Emotionally, the chosen ones are being healed because when you are chosen one, sometimes what is good about you, right? What the thing that is good about you, your heart, your understanding, you forgiving, right? Your forgiveness. That is the very thing that people take advantage of. People think that your meekness, your humbleness is weakness. They think because you forgive them over and over and over and over again that you're weak. And people start to not respect you when you keep giving them chances, when you keep trying to, it's not that you're giving them chances, it's that you have hope. You're hoping and praying that things will get better. You're hoping and praying that God will see, them through like he saw you through, right? You're just hoping and praying. And sometimes that'll get us in trouble as the chosen one. That has gotten us in trouble. That has left us wounded. But God said he is healing the chosen ones. That has left us wounded. You're giving people chance after chance. You're praying, you're hoping and fasting for them, and they're not changing. You're just hoping that they change. You're just hoping that they get it together, and they're not getting it together. But you're being healed, right? You're being healed in this season. I'm going to be looking down at my notes because I wrote a little bit of notes down this morning, right? You're being healed. Right? You're being healed from brokenness. You're being healed from rejection. You're being healed from codependency, right? You're being freed from that. And you have to believe that. You have to know in this season, he's waking the chosen ones up. I did a message on Friday that he's waking the chosen ones up, and he is. He's waking us up. He's waking us up. He's talking to us. That's why we keep saying 222, 333. I woke up exactly at 3:33 this morning. Before I got ready to do this live, it was at exactly 2:22 when I was finagling around trying to get myself together. Earlier today, I saw 1:11. He's talking to the chosen ones through numbers. He's waking you up. Don't think this is numerology. Don't think it's psychic. Don't think it's what it is. They think it's witchcraft or demonic. No, he's talking to his chosen ones. This is not by coincidence. I know something is going on, so I try to stay in a place where I can be sensitive in my spirit so I can hear him. He's healing us, you all. He's healing the chosen ones. And I'm here for it. I never thought I'd be able to get through some of the things that I've gone through. I never thought I'd be able to get over some of the things that I've experienced just recently without having bitterness, without having a grudge. I never thought I would. Right? He's waking us. He's waking up the chosen ones. He's wising up the chosen ones. He's giving us wisdom. We're not so welcoming as I won't say welcoming, receptive of everyone, because we'll always be welcoming. That's just our spirit. We're not so receptive of everyone. We're learning how to test the spirit. We're learning how to vet people. We're learning how to vet people. Right? Setting boundaries. Yes, chosen by Christ for it. He's given us the strength to set boundaries because we didn't have any backbone. We didn't have any strength to set boundaries without feeling guilty, because we don't want to make people feel guilty. We don't want to make them get them upset. We never intend to hurt anyone. We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But he's waking us up. He's delivering us out of this people-pleasing mentality. He's healing our emotions so we won't feel guilty for finally putting down boundaries, for finally saying, no, I'm not going to tolerate this, for finally saying, you know what, I'm not going to let you speak to me like this anymore. I'm not going to let you treat me like this anymore. Or you're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to let people know this is what it is. Now, if you do it again, this is what it's going to be. He's given us a backbone, which means he's healing our emotions. He's healing the wounded child in you, the wounded little girl in you, the wounded little boy in you. He's healing you. Yes, he is. One of my old bosses gave me this cup years ago, and I still have it. I text every now and then, but he's healing us. We're no longer people pleasing. We're no longer afraid to be by ourselves. He's delivering us from codependency. He's delivering us from rejection. I said that already, right? Yes, he's delivering us. That's what he's doing. And that's the message I wanted to come deliver. He's waking us up in this hour. He's doing the work in us. No, all of us don't know exactly what it is he's doing, but that's why we have to be patient. Be patient and prayerful. Be patient and prayerful, and not, and try not to get into, arguments with people and conflicts, and try not to be into any drama. If you have to get by yourself, be by yourself until God get through processing you. Be by yourself. Look, I have this notebook and so many topics on here that God gave me, just downloading in my spirit. Just downloading in my spirit to come talk about, how he's waking us up, different things that will help us to become and be confident in who he's calling us to be, who he has called us to be, who he has called us to be. He's doing it. He's doing it. And he's going to take all of the pain, all of that pain you've gone through, all of the pain you went through is not in vain. It's not in vain. What is it? Romans 8:28 is not in vain. Yeah, is it the Romans 8:28? All things work together for the good. Let me see. Is it Romans 8:28? Yes, we got to believe that. It wasn't in vain. Yes, we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God and those who are called according to his purpose. Yes, all this is working together. We have to believe that. Hey, Keisha, we have to believe that. We have to believe that everything that we have gone through is going to work together for the good and to give God glory. He's healing us. You're not going to look like what you've been through. You're not going to feel like what you've been through. Right? You're not. You're not. I'm telling you all, you're not. And I know it's scary. And I know there's uncertainty. You don't know whether you want to go right or left. You just don't know. That's why you have to stay close to God. You have to pray and ask him for guidance. In this season, you're going to need God to get you where you're going. You're going to need to depend on him. Yes, you are. You're going to need him. You're going to need him to order your steps because he's doing something new in the chosen ones. He's doing something new in us. We've been through so much. We've been through so much, and the heart is still pure. We've been through so much, and the heart is still pure. You still doing the work on yourself. You still trying to have a positive attitude. You still trying to look at things on the bright side. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You still believing and hoping. You didn't lose hope. You're not taking your frustrations out on other people. You're dealing with yourself. You're dealing with yourself. It's raining over here where I live. No, I don't know if y'all hear the thunder. Yes. And what else I wrote down here? He's strengthening us. Yeah, he's giving us a backbone. I said that. And he's making us, he's causing us to be fearless. Because see, most of the chosen ones, we were afraid to lose people. We were afraid to lose people. We were afraid to be alone. We were afraid to, confront people, like just the conflict. You don't have to be nasty, but we didn't confront people. We're not confrontational people. And people take advantage of that. But he's raising up the chosen ones. Yes, he is. The last shall be first. He's making them passive chosen ones bold. They're going to be bold in what they say. They're going to be bold in what they believe. They're going to stand on business. Okay, they're going to stand on business. They're going to let people know you can't play with me in this season. People gonna call you all kind of names. They're gonna call you all kind of nasty and this and that because they can no longer use you. They can no longer abuse you. They can no longer talk about you, and you still have them around, knowing these people don't like you, knowing they don't like you, knowing they hate you, knowing you feel that jealousy. Oh, you cutting all that off. You're gonna cut all of that off. God is not playing with the chosen ones. Anybody that needs to fall off, let them fall off. Anybody that needs to get from around you, let them get from around you. Because in this season, he's healing the chosen ones. He's making us bold as a lion. He's moving people from around you so you won't have no fear of saying what he told you to say. Some of y'all don't want to say what he told you to say because what you're saying, it talks to your mama. What you're saying is it speaks to your children. What you're saying, it speaks to your husband. What you're saying, it speaks to yourself. He don't want you to have no reservation this year, this season. No reservation. So he's moving people from around you so they won't feel like you talking about them. Yes, what you're saying, it may cut. It may cut them. But see, you're not around people, so you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what type of life they're having, lifestyle they got. But by you saying what he told you to say, it may offend them, right? It may offend them, but you don't know that. You're not around these people anymore. Your truth is what God is telling you to say. The truth is what God is telling you to say, what he's putting in your heart. That is the truth. And you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to speak, because he surely is. He's raising up bold, chosen ones. And he's raising up the chosen ones because the chosen ones are the ones that have been through HELL. We've been through hell and back, and we still got a pure heart. That's why he want to use the chosen ones. He know when he blesses us, we're still going to do the right thing. We're still going to do the right thing. We're still going to do right by people, even the ones that hurt us. How crazy that is. The world tells you to just, disregard them, cut them off forever. No, when God starts blessing you, you're going to have to bless those same people. You have to be there for those same people. Some of y'all gonna have to take care of them same people that did you wrong, that mistreated you. Exactly. Rose 111. Exactly. But that's why he's healing us, because he's letting us know we're not alone or lonely. He's letting us know. He's waking us up. And he's healing us emotionally so we can move forward. Some of you all could not move forward because your emotions were all over the place. You were with people who knew how to manipulate your emotions. They know how to control and take you from high to low. They knew what to do. They knew what to say to keep you in that emotional state so they can abuse you and use you and mistreat you. They knew how to manipulate you. They knew how to gaslight you to keep your mind all discombobulated. That's why God sent you to the east and sent them to the west. And separated you from people, so he can do his complete healing. So he can do his complete healing. You can heal being connected to these folks. You can heal in that relationship. You can heal being around your family. That's why he separated some of you all. That's why some of you all moved across the state. Some of you all moved to a place where you don't have any family, for this exact same reason right here. So you can get your healing. He caused things to happen on your job to where you can't go to work. To where you can't go to work. So you can be at home for that time. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. But God is using that pain. Your pain is going to bring you prosperity. You got to believe that. Your pain is going to bring you prosperity. Your pain is going to be what sustains you. Your pain is going to be that business idea, that book, that career change. You don't went into a whole new career field because of the pain you've experienced. You realize you don't want to do the job that you're doing because that's what your family wanted you to do. But because you have gone through pain, you see there's a need over here now. There is a need over here now because of the pain you've experienced. Now you want to help these group of people. We got to believe that. We got to believe it. There is no more 911 emergency calls to God with the chosen ones. I was talking to an acquaintance the other day, and I say sometimes people use God as a 911 emergency call. There's no more 911 calling Jesus when something is happening and we need to change right away, like an emergency. Now we're on a 411 relationship with God where he's giving us information. We're seeking information. You know, when you call 411, you're calling to get information. So that's what he's doing with the chosen ones. He's giving us information. He's teaching us. We don't know. I don't know what all this stuff means and all of the transformations and the different things that I'm going through. I don't know everything about it. I just know it's God and I trust him. I trust him. I'm not going to say I know more than I think I know because I don't, but I do know he is giving the chosen ones information. He's teaching us himself with the Holy Spirit in the secret place. He's teaching us. I don't claim to know everything, but I do know that God is speaking. He's speaking. He is talking to his chosen ones, and he's giving us information. He's giving us information, and we just have to be still. When you see them numbers, 222-333-111-444, when you see these numbers, you got to know that God is trying to say something to you. You have to pay attention to what you got going on. Even if you just say a prayer, even if you just say a prayer. And when I start seeing these numbers, I when I start seeing these numbers, I came across right when I was right in the beginning. Now, and not in the beginning, I'll say in the middle. I'll say in the middle because I had been seeing the year since the number since 2021. I mean, just consistently. 2000 and I started seeing them in 2021. Yes, just consistently, back to back, just all day, every day, right? And I'm like, this is something. This something is going on here. Something is going on here. And then by like last year, he sent me to this ministry, Kingdom Wealth Ministries, with Quan Lene Green, and she had a whole prophetic revelation on all these numbers, and it just resonated with me. So if you're seeing all these numbers, I just recommend that you go to her um YouTube channel. Is Kingdom Wealth Ministries, and she has a series on all those numbers. I was seeing so many numbers, and I know it wasn't driving me crazy, but I just know it meant something. I know it meant something. And she just had revelation. God just gave her revelation on all these numbers. I used to 12, 12, 10, 10, 7, 11. That's my birthday. I was saying that everywhere. I was saying that everywhere. 7, 11, and 23, just numbers popping up everywhere. 12, 12. I see 12, 21, and no, I see 12, 22. I've been saying that a lot. And this is something I know that God is doing. People are not going to tell me. I'm not going to stay so limited in how God will speak to his chosen ones. I'm not going to just dismiss that because apparently something is going on. I'm not looking for this. I'm not looking for these numbers. I could be on the highway. I could be driving behind somebody and so happen to look at the tag, or it just too much. Too much to say that God is not speaking. Too much to say that this is not something that is spiritual. I've been saying it too much. But she has a prophetic series on all these numbers, and they resonated with me, and I felt some comfort knowing that I'm not going cuckoo. That I'm not going cuckoo or that people saying you're a witch because you're seeing these numbers, or you're looking at these numbers. No, that's not what that is. That's not what that is. God is waking up his chosen ones, and they're all over. It's just not me. I'm not saying I'm so special. No, it's a lot of people. He's waking up a lot of folks. And I know this means something. I know it means something. I know it do. But I just want to come bring this message to you all and let you know that God is healing us emotionally, chosen ones. He's healing us from our childhood traumas. He's healing us from bad relationships. He's healing us from betrayal. Some of you all have been betrayed. He's healing us from grief, like we've lost loved ones, and you're in a constant state of grief. And he's healing you from that. He's giving you peace. He's going to give you understanding of, you know, losing people or people no longer being here. He's going to give you that understanding to be okay and be at peace. He's going to give you that peace. Okay? That's what he's doing. He's healing us from the inside out. He's healing us from the inside out. We're going to go from being codependent to independent or interdependent with God. So you won't feel like you need somebody else. You need to depend on somebody else, or you want somebody else. You're not going to feel like you're desperate to be in relationships and friendships with people who are not good for your spirit. This is not the season to be connected and hooked up to people who are not treating you well, who are not respecting you, who are not respecting your boundaries. This is not the season. I don't care who it is. This is not the season. I have plenty of messages that I'll be delivering. I tried to pre-record this message, but it just didn't go well. So I said I had to come on here and do it live, because I was going to pre-record it and try to upload it, but it did not work. So I came to do this live. But he is doing it for the chosen ones. He's doing it. Some of you all went out of your way. You jumped over hurdles and trees. You were doing all kind of body manipulations and doing all kind of things to keep people around. You did everything to make sure people were happy, to keep them around. Oh, Candace, oh, he's healing you from that too, dear. He's healing people to be detached from their adult children. They got their journey to go through. They got their journey. Only thing you can do is do right. You do right by you. You do right by them. And as long as your heart is pure and you're doing the right thing, because they got their journey too. Only thing you can do is pray. I had to be delivered and healed from that too. I had to be healed and delivered. And God had to come in and heal me from the pain that I've experienced dealing with my son. I've talked about it on this channel. I had to go through that, and I still got to be separated. I love my son, but in this season, I can't get close like that. I can't have him in my space like that right now until God fully process me. Right now, I'm going through a processing, and I got to protect my spirit. I got to protect my mental. I love him. We text, I call him. But in this season, until God fully restore me, fully get me to where he needs to be, I can't be around nobody who is not good for my spirit right now, who's not good for my soul, who alerts my spirit. People, see, this is another thing, chosen ones, we have to do. When there's an alert in your spirit with dealing with people, you have to take heed. You have to take heed. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. You have to take heed when there's alert in your spirit about people on the job, in your families, your children. Ask God what that is, because He may be telling you something the children are going through that they're not verbalizing to you, and the Holy Spirit will reveal it to you. But you just got to be sensitive. Even your own parents, even your own parents, you may have to get from around them for a season, because God can't do a work in you when you're connected, when you're still connected to these people, because they're going to always be calling you. I always want to tell you this. I always want to tell you that. Sometimes you got to tell people, listen, I'm not crazy, but in this season, I'm going through a processing. You're not going to understand. I can't give you details, but right now, I can't talk to you. If you want to text me and check on me, I'll text you back. That's what you have to tell people. That's what you have to tell people. If not, you're not going to get to the place where God is trying to take you. Because sometimes we get too involved in people's lives. We get too involved. And I got a friend, and she taught me something. I kind of knew it, but it wasn't until she said it that confirmed what I had to do. And she told me sometimes you got to let people go through their process. You can't interrupt people's process. Yes, that's what she told me. And I said, that's so true. Excuse me. Sometimes we get too involved and we want to interrupt people's process, and they're not going to learn what it is that God is trying to teach them. Because everything is not the devil, chosen ones. Everything is not the devil. God has strategically put people in your life to teach you a lesson, to grow you, to mold you. And you have to believe that. God is a good parent, and a good parent will not always rescue their children. A good parent will not always rescue their children. A good parent will let their children go through the process so they can learn the lesson. They can learn that lesson. And sometimes we coddle our children too much. We rescue them. Anytime something happens, we rescue them. We fight their battles. No, they got to learn how to fight their own battles. God delivered me from that. He healed me from that. To let go and to understand my children are going to go, they are going to go through their own battles. I can't always be there to save them. I can only guide them. When they become adults, you can only guide your children. Because if you try to control them, that's witchcraft. You trying to control and make somebody do something they don't want to do. That's you're operating, you're being witchy. You're becoming a witch. Because a witch, witchcraft is controlling, making people do things they don't want to do. That's why love spells are not good, and doing all this to people, trying to make people love you and want you, and they don't want you for real, but you're putting, they got people putting spells on folks to want them and desire them, to keep them crazy about them. That's control. Who wants to be with somebody that don't want them? That's crazy. That's control. Who wants to be with somebody who don't want them? I know I don't. I don't want to have to do no mix, no potions. That's crazy. And you got people like that. Want to control you, control your emotions, control how you are, control your children. People just want to control how people love you, how they relate to you. This is why God hates gossipers. This is why he don't like us to gossip. I didn't realize why he didn't like gossip and, us lying and all that. And I understand, because when people gossip and lie, you're causing division. You're creating division. You're separating families. You're creating discord between people who otherwise wouldn't have any issue with each other, but because somebody lied, now there's discord. And people are getting offended. They're in their feelings because you're thinking everybody thinks like you. You're thinking that people will handle the situation like you do. And you're offended because in your mind, you're thinking people or someone should have come to you to, to speak up, to talk about the situation. That's how I am. Just come to me. If you come to me and we talk about it, we're good to go. Wash our hands, hug, kiss, and we moving on like it never happened. But when people lie and slander you, that don't give you a chance. Sometimes you don't get a chance to defend yourself. You don't get a chance to say, you know what, I didn't say that, because people are just slandering you behind your back. They making you look like the villain. They making you look like you're evil. Like you're the evil one when it's them. People love to project. They love to project. Sometimes people will project so much, they call it a confession. It's a confession when they're always saying someone is doing this and that. It's what they are doing to that person. They are doing all of the foolishness they said the other person is doing to them. And they got people looking at you all sideways and cockeyed as if you're just this villain. But the chosen ones are being healed. We're being set free. Okay? We're being set free. We're being given a backbone. We are being made bold and courageous, like someone said earlier, and that's true. You're not going to be fearing the faces of men, worrying about what people are going to think about you, worrying about their opinions. God is delivering us from the opinions of men. And I'm talking about mankind, humans, when I say men. He's healing us to where we can be free. Yes, where we can be free and walk freely and boldly. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy. Let me make sure I cross this message out that I already did it. But this little book here has so many messages in there. I just getting downloads. I filled this whole book up in one morning. Well, no, I have a few pages here. Almost though. Almost. It's just a few pages, but the rest of them is full of ideas and topics and, things that, God want me to talk about on this channel. And I was thinking about making a video, but it just didn't work. But you all have to believe that you are being healed in your emotions. You have to believe this. You have to believe that what you have been through is not in vain. You have to believe that everything that you've been through will work together to give God glory. No other person will be able to get glory from what you've been through but God. I know it may be scary sometimes, but you cannot fear. You got to trust. You got to dig down in your faith. 10 toes down. Dig down in your faith and hold on. Ask God to lead you to, people, open your Bible. That's the first thing you should do. Open your Bible and start in Proverbs to get encouragement. Go to Google and look up scriptures on faith. Look up God's promises. And just go in, Lynette here, just go in and read those promises so you can edify yourself, encourage yourself. because some of you all have been beat down verbally so bad, you don't think nothing of yourself. You forgot that you are a chosen one. You forgot who you are. So you got to go build yourself back up. You have to go let God show you your identity, remind you of who you were. You have to go build your identity back up, because your identity is in God. Your identity is not in your children. Your identity is not in being a wife. Your identity is not in being a mom. Your identity is not in your career. Your identity is not in your house, your cars, your clothes, your bags. None of it. You have to know your identity in Christ and who you are, so you can operate and move like you are a child and a daughter of God. So you can operate like your dad is rich. You ever been around rich, real, rich people, rich kids, wealthy people? Have you ever been around wealthy people, especially wealthy children? They act as if they have no care in the world. Some of the ones I've experienced, they act as if they have no care. Like, my dad will get me out of this. My dad will buy them out. My dad has got money to do this and that. They walk with a certain air about them. And it may be pride. It may be pride, but I'm talking about the children. They don't really know. They just know they're born into wealth. We have to know who we are. Know that we're God's daughter. And know that he'll fight for us and look out for us. And we have to go find those promises. We really do have to go find those promises and believe it. This is a season just not to know Bible and what's in the New Testament, what's in the Old Testament, where to find this book. And this is not the season for that. This is the season to get rooted in faith, to get your faith up. And it don't take one scripture for that. One scripture to get your faith up. Even this little booklet says, I will fear no evil, for my God is with me. That's Psalm 23:4. We can't be fearful. We can't be fearful. We can't be afraid. Yes, we have to walk by faith. You all need to see the book of Eli. Have you all seen the book of Eli? I mentioned this on like last year, I think, in a video. He really walked by faith. Oh, that was some bold faith right there. That's what I call myself. That's some bold faith. Okay. He walked in faith in that movie. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. I love that movie. I've seen it several times. He really walked by faith. I'm not going to spoil the movie for you all. But it's the book of Eli with Denzel Washington. I think that should have got an Oscar. But anything dealing with God and faith and belief, they're not going to, put that up there. That movie, don't need man's approval anyways. God already approved it. But that was a good movie. That really was a good movie. So thank you all for joining me. Oh, I need to tighten up my table here. Thank you all for joining me today. Let me just see who's in the chat and just shout you all out. Let's see. Thank you, Radiantson, for joining me. Chosen by Christ 40. Thank you. Kings and Queens Coaching Group. Thank you for joining me. Mobile Moms by Tahita W. Thank you. Rose 111. Thank you and good morning. Kara Richardson. Thank you for joining me today. Mama Tia. Thank you for joining me today. Who else is here? Keisha, that's family there. Thank you, Keisha, for joining me, fam. Keep It Moving International. Thank you for joining me. Miss Candace, thank you so much for joining me. I think I called everybody's names that I see here. Sherry Berry, thank you for joining me. Betsy Needle, thank you. Thank you all. And these are just the people who commented that I know are here. So you can say hi to me so I can shout you out. But these are the people whose names I see in the chat. But I appreciate you all stopping in with me. I just had to deliver that message. I think I'm gonna go take me a little nap right now. Look, I think I'm gonna take me a nap. Let me see. Thank you, Radiant Son. Thank you all so much for listening. Keisha, I think I'm gonna add you as a moderator. You've been with me for a while, so I think I'm gonna add you as a moderator, Keisha. So you could delete any trolls or anyone. Let me see. I don't see your name. You should stand up because you're a member. But Keisha, I don't know where you went. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Oh, here you go. Yep, I'll make you a moderator, Keisha. But thank you all for joining me. I just had to do that. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to cook today. I'm going to go cook me some yellow rice and chicken. Some chicken and yellow rice. I haven't had that in a long time. So that's what I'm cooking today for the kids. So you all be blessed, okay? You all be blessed. And I'm going for real this time. Because, I sit here and talk and start a whole new live. But I may come back, though. I may come back because I have all these messages. I kid you not. I was just getting download after download. I mean, it was like consuming. It was consuming. That's how it was. I'm not complaining, Lord. It was just consuming. I don't know if y'all can see that. All these just messages and titles that God want me to speak about. So I'll be on here for a while, you all. I'll be coming to you all. I don't know if it's every day, but as soon as I can get some time, I'll be back. And I don't think you all are going to see me in my car as much anymore because I'm led to sit here, okay, and do the videos here in my home. So it'll be a new change for you all to always see me here rather than in my car all the time. So you all be blessed. Thank you for joining me. And also don't forget to take advantage of the free resources. I got the I Am Responsible, guide to self-healing. That is free. And I got the 10 daily business affirmations. That is free. And also I got a few paid resources that you can take advantage of that are modestly affordable. I have my book that is now $777, and I have my self-healing masterclass that is now $1111. That is the price of it. So if you want that self-healing masterclass, that is a start. And I had to drop the price to make it affordable because you know, we need this information to get to where we need to be. But if you listen at the videos and you come here, the free information, you can still get the same healing. But if you want something more in depth and where you can just listen to it, that self-healing masterclass is what you need. Self-healing masterclass. I have my book, which is 5 Ways to Overcome Petty Office Politics, talking about workplace drama and my experience that I went through on the job. We know these jobs can be something else. When you're a chosen one, you're going to catch all type of hell on these jobs. You should know that by now. But that book will give you some insight on how to navigate through the difficulties on the jobs, especially if you know God sent you there. Now, if He sent you there, you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight to stay in that position. But anyways, don't forget to take advantage of the free resources and also the moderately affordable resources as well. So you all be blessed. And guess what? I am working on that book so it can be a physical guide. I am working on that. So as soon as I have that available, you all will know. I promised you all last year because a lot of you all, I did a questionnaire that said that you would prefer a physical book. So I am working on that. I am working on that. Trust me, I'm working on a lot of things. I mean, after what I've experienced the other night, I just got to hit the ground running. There's no more lollygagging and slow footing around. I got to really be focused and do what it is that God is putting and telling me to do, putting in me and telling me to do. So you all be blessed. So you will have plenty of resources you can use, free and paid. Don't forget the coaching is available as well. I am going to have a group coaching session that's coming up pretty soon, but I will advertise that and you will know, you will have time to decide whether or not you want to attend the group coaching class or not. Okay. So you all be blessed and bye-bye.